If you've gotten on YouTube today, I'm pretty sure you saw the videos about Pewdiepie dropping the N-bomb. It's quite sad, man. It's quite sad. You have to deal with that on a daily basis, and then you have to deal with it on the internet. It's crazy. If you don't know what by now, I'm pretty sure everybody know. I'm African American. I don't think I ever said it, but yeah, I'm African American. Not 100%, but I am African American. That's my daughter in the background, by the way, so just ignore her. Right? Say hey.
What it did?
Huh?
What it did?
Okay, that'll work. Let me ask you a question before I get to my points. Do you know what a racist is? Like, do you actually know what a racist is? If you know what makes a person a racist, pause the video, leave it in the comments so we can see who gets it right. Now, a racist is a person that believes that a certain race is better than or superior to another race for whatever reason that is. Pretty simple, huh? But you won't believe how many people don't understand that concept. They don't understand what makes a person a racist, and they feel like they can make certain comments and not be considered a racist, and they love defending it with, "Hey man, my best friend is black." Okay, what does that mean? You can't. It's just like the no homo trend that used to go on. People at one point thought they could say whatever they wanted as long as they followed it up with no homo, and that didn't fly in my neighborhood. We have nothing against gay people, but if you gay, be gay, man. You can't just say, man, that dude haircut looks sexy as fuck, and then try to change it up. Nah, it don't work like that, guy. Be yourself, though, man. I have, I have a. I'm gonna try not to get too far off the subject. I had a homeboy that worked with me now. He, I knew he was gay when I met him. Don't bother me any. But it's two girls in our group and me and him in our group. Now, when he hanging with the girls, they always come back and tell me how he's talking about him and his boyfriend or whatever. But when he hanging with me, we talking about girls and stuff. But he don't like girls at all. And I just think that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Be yourself, man. If you don't like that, you don't have to humor me at all. But my bad, I'm getting way off subject. Alright, I want to take this time to talk about why I think you should start disliking PewDiePie as a person. First of all, this isn't his first racist thing, his first racist action or comment. Now, the first time he had a good defense, you know what I'm saying? And he just didn't seem like that type of person to me. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But this time, I don't think we can let this fly this time. I mean, how many times are we gonna let this man get away with it? And it saddens me to hear people still defending him as hard as they do. Y'all heard it with his mouth. Y'all seen his actions. You know what I'm saying? Right is right. You know. And the reason I'm really talking about this, I take racism seriously, man. I've been dealing with this since I was a little boy, and if you're not if you're not black, you won't understand it. But we deal with this stuff on a daily basis. Not all the time is, you know, huge things, but still we deal with it. Even if they're minor, they still add up, man. So that's why this pissed me off as bad as it did. Another reason you should hate him as a person is because he's rich, man. And when you rich and powerful, or rich or powerful, you you have to remember that we are all humans. A lot of or powerful people start being dirtbags and rude because they just don't understand that we are still people. We're people just like they are. and I feel like he's at the point where he's forgetting that, and I think we should let this guy go, man. He's got to go. He he's too far gone. There's no saving him. Now let's talk about why you should hate him as a YouTuber. First of all, he has the biggest YouTube channel, period, and he's the face of YouTube. Nobody can deny that he's the face of YouTube. And by him being the face of YouTube and having the highest channel, period, I feel like he should be held at the highest standard. Best way to describe it is the president of the United States is the face of the United States, and he's the most powerful person in the world. And a lot of times we hold them at a certain standard, as we should, because they represent us. They are the face of us, and we should expect them to know how to talk to people, how to act, how to handle certain situations, because they should know. And I feel like we should hold him to the same standard. Not the same standard as we do the President of the United States, but hold him to a high standard as we do the President of the United States. And if I haven't stated it yet, I'm making an argument why we need to get rid of Putin. He seemed like a great guy at first, but I'm kind of questioning it now. We need to get rid of him. Something needs to be done, and I'm just making my argument now. Okay. Another reason you should hate him as a YouTuber is he's the reason that every single YouTuber you have watched since you turned on YouTube today, yesterday, or this week, and all of your favorite YouTubers are suffering. He he didn't do it himself. Wall Street Journal, I think that's what they call him. They were looking for a reason to get at YouTube, and he gave them that reason. So think about your favorite YouTuber. I'm sure they talked about their ad revenue has dropped, and it's this guy's fault. If PewDiePie is your favorite YouTuber, then I'm sure he's suffering a little bit. Not as much as everybody else because he's PewDiePie. But all the other YouTubers you watch, they're suffering too, and it's all because of this guy, man. My last point of why you should hate him as a YouTuber is if you don't think the Wall Street Journal is coming for him again, you are crazy, man. I think this is the first day of this happening. This is the first day I heard of it happening. They haven't got at him yet, but I promise you, they are gonna be coming for that guy, and he might single-handedly destroy YouTube. This situation, and we should get rid of him before it happens. And this situation reminds me of a question they used to always ask me. Picture you're on a bridge over a train track, right? You and a really, really fat person, like really fat, and you see five people strapped to the train tracks, and a train coming full speed. Now you have an understanding of how to stop the train with that really fat person and saving the other five people. What would you do? Now, when I first heard this question, I was like, man, I'm push that person so quick. But what you have to understand is, once you push that person off is considered murder. Are you willing to murder a person to save um, five other people? But really, this situation is not as serious as murder, but it's pretty much the same situation. Do we get rid of the the I want to say he's the best, the highest subscribed YouTube channel on the platform to save YouTube? I say yeah, man. He gotta go. He's gotta go. It's his time. The man's rich, man. He should pack his bags and leave on his own accord. But it don't seem like he's gonna do that. And my last thing as a closer, I want to say, man, right is right, man. We were we were born knowing slightly what right is, but as we grow up and live, we're taught right from wrong. And I said we're born knowing slightly what's right, because if you see kids play and the way they act with each other, you can tell they know how to be a good person. Kids are great, but right is right, man. And don't defend people that don't deserve it, man. Don't defend them just because you like them. Me and my friend was talking yesterday about football. You know what I'm saying? I keep talking about the Patriots, and he was talking about Tom Brady not being the greatest of all time. I'm not gonna say he's the greatest of all time, even though I think he is. But he kept saying, "Hey man, you just saying that because you're a Patriots fan." No, no. If they're wrong, I'll admit they're wrong. And he kept bringing up the deflated footballs, all kind of stuff could he could throw at me. But if a person's wrong, man, just let them know they're wrong. Defending them when they're wrong is not gonna help that person become a better person at all. And a good standard to live by really is never do anything that's gonna harm or hurt a person physically, mentally, emotionally. Just don't do it. If you live by those rules, you'll be doing much better in life, man. I promise you. You'll stay out of a lot more trouble that way, and everything is gonna be great. Now I wanna end this video with a story that hit me pretty hard recently. Um, you probably remember all those murders that happened recently and last year, and one of them hit me pretty hard. It was the Philando Castile story. You don't know who he is? Go ahead and search him on YouTube. I must warn you, it's pretty intense. Be prepared to see some stuff that might hit you in the heart. Not not even just him getting murdered. That was crazy. They also showed videos of his daughter and his wife in the back of the police cars, and the way his daughter was talking was just, it was heartbreaking, man. But anyway, this shit got me teary-eyed for real. But anyway, the reason this story hit me so hard is when it happened, I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting at home one night, and I was living in the country. 3 a.m. in the morning, everything in the country was closed. So I gets hungry, and I'm sitting on the couch, starved. Nothing's in the refrigerator. Nothing's open near me. The nearest Walmart is 20 to 30 minutes away. Do you know I was afraid to leave my freaking house? I'm a, I was, I think I was still 26 at the time. Yeah, I had to be 26. 26-year-old man with a wife and child, afraid to go to the freaking store. But you'll never understand that if you're not African American, man. I shouldn't be mistreated or talked about because how I was born. I tell people that all the time. I'm going a little thin on the top of my head. A lot of times when we janking, they always want to talk about my hair getting thin. But I tell them, man, if you don't jank, talk about something I can control, just like I talk about that ugly. I was drinking the girl the other day. I told her I'm talking about that ugly wig you actually went to the store, picked out, and wore, and you want to talk about my hair, which I have no control over. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope at least one person watched this video and actually understand that racism is not a light topic. For like what I said earlier, um, why would you be rude to a person because of the color of their skin? Because of the way God made them, you're gonna punish them. It don't make sense, man. It does not make sense. And I don't know. Um, but that Philando Castile story, true story. I'm not making it up. Grown man afraid to drive to the freaking store. I went to sleep that night hungry. I didn't want to, but that's what it is. I don't remember if I said it. I'm pretty sure I did. Just my daughter in the background. I had to record this 3 times, man. I get tired of having to record stuff more than one time. But we're gonna run with this recording. Um, Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm uploading the Knox A to Z series today, but after that, that's my last Knox upload because I don't think people like Knox as much. But this is the only really good clip I had for Duel that didn't have a commentary already over it. But please comment, let me know what you think. Try not to be too rude, man, because I really just opened up myself to you guys. And a lot of people don't understand when you're a YouTuber uploading videos. I'm wide open. I'm wide open to whatever you guys throw at me, man. I try to defend myself. I try to be nice to people. But I'm wide open. Whatever you guys throw at me, what can I do about it but take it? Try to be nicer to YouTube. And I didn't realize YouTube people are some of the rudest people you would ever meet. Oh my goodness. They are so rude. But anyway, I guess that's another topic for another video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Um, if I remember, I'm gonna try to leave a link to the video I saw of Pewdiepie in the description. And hope y'all have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of the video. This was a pretty bad matchup for my boy, but he didn't give up. But I hope you guys have a nice day. Be safe. I hope that if you're in the United States right now, Hurricane Irma is not headed your way. It's just passing by us, and I don't think we're gonna get hit at all. But we're gonna catch a bunch of rain and a little wind. It's raining right now, actually. But y'all have a nice day. Be safe, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Darkness prevails.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Dangerous, I